back to Pink Turtle Soaps. Today I'm making a soap that smells just like Fruit Loops. Although I can't call it Fruit Loop, I can call it Fruity Rings. I have to change the name of it just for trademark purposes or like copyright issues, but we all know what Fruity Rings is. I mean, come on. It smells just like Fruit Loops, and the colors that I'm using are the traditional sort of rainbowy kind of colors for the Fruit Loops. And I even have cute little Fruit Loop embeds to go on top. Before I get started, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I upload a brand new soap making video every single week. After you subscribe, go ahead and click the little bell icon and that will send you a notification every time I upload. Everything is nice and blended, so I can just hop right in and start pouring this into all the different containers that I have over here. In this first container, I have some blue vibrants. Next we have iris purple. Then we have orange vibrants. Then we have pink vibrants, Hello Spring green, which is a really pretty light green. And then our last color is yellow vibrants, and I hate that there's a shadow casting on the color here. One of these days I'm going to find the perfect filming angle, but until then I do apologize for all the shadows. So the first step is to pour soap into each of those colors that I just showed you. Alright, so this next part is going to be super fun to watch. I'm going to take my stick blender and blend up all of these colors real quick. Alright, so now all I'm going to do is take my little spatula here and scrape down the bottom and the sides of the little container just to make sure that there's no clumps hanging around. I want to make sure that it's all nice and incorporated into the soap. So I'm going to take just a moment to go through all of these colors and scrape down the sides. So the next step is to add the fragrance oil. So that's what I'm going to do really quick. It is so funny how much this smells like Fruit Loops. This will make the perfect soap for any kiddos that you may have at home. It's definitely unique. It's very fruity, but it has like a baseline of vanilla, so it's super yummy. And remember that Christmas will be here before you know it. If you're looking for something unique, something like a stocking stuffer or something, this would be a wonderful option, whether you're giving it to a kid or a grown-up, because I'm a grown-up and I love the way that this smells. I have used this fragrance oil once before, and I kept a couple of bars for myself because I loved it so much. Okay, so while I'm moving these soaps off to the side, I thought I would explain how I plan on pouring this soap. If you watch the Rainbow Flash soap making video, you'll probably recognize this pouring technique. I really wouldn't call it a technique, but it's where I pour all of one color at once. I don't alternate and cycle through all the colors more than once. If you haven't watched that video, I'll leave it in the upper right hand corner if you want to check that out, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so first we're going to start with the yellow. Pour all of that in there. Next I'm going to come in with the pink vibrants. Pour all of that in there. Next I'm going to come in with the green. It does look a little bit olive right now, but tomorrow it'll be nice and bright like it was earlier. I'm going to pour all of that in. Now I'm going to come in with the blue vibrants and do the exact same thing. So the piping is almost finished, and I wanted to show you, look at these little embeds, and appropriately they're in a little bowl. The piping that I'm using is white to, I guess, symbolize milk, but these look so realistic considering that they are soap. I think that these little guys are pretty spot on. I'm excited to see how they look all together on top of the soap. It's going to look amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and hop right into the piping. So it's time to cut up the soap, and I can honestly say I'm craving a big old bowl of Fruit Loops. Let's check out the inside. And that's what it looks like. The fragrance oil does discolor the tiniest bit, and that's why these colors are a little bit muted. If I had thought about it, I would have added some titanium dioxide so that they would really the colors would really match the Fruit Loop embeds. But still, I think you get the general vibe of like the Fruit Loops, maybe the cereal box. And there's the top. I added some Epsom salts just to complement those Fruit Loop embeds. I did not add glitter because I thought that that would make it a little bit too busy. Maybe if I didn't add the Epsom salt, I could have added the glitter. But to do the Epsom salt and the glitter on top of these embeds, I felt like it would just be too busy. Cut off another bar. Look at that one. I'm really satisfied with how the colors turned out. What I referenced yesterday when I made the soap, where I poured all of one color at a time, that's how you get these bigger pieces or bigger swirls of one color. If I had alternated between all of the colors over and over and over, it would have just made a really big mess. And you wouldn't be able to see all the colors individually. Let's go ahead and cut up the rest of this loaf.